This meeting for the Board of Directors for the County Jail, Cochise County Jail District was noticed and posted for Tuesday, August the 27th at 10 o'clock a.m. in the Board of Supervisors Hearing Room, Melody Lane, Bisbee. Pursuant to ARS 38-431.02H, the public will have physical access to the meeting place 15 minutes prior to the start of the meeting. Any item on this agenda is open for discussion and possible action. We begin again with the roll call. District 1.
Crosby's here.
District 2, Supervisor English is present. District 3.
Supervisor Judd is here.
We have a complete board. Members of the public may also attend this meeting by Microsoft Teams computer or mobile app or by phone by calling 602-609-7513 or 888-680-6714. Conference ID 765-148-949#. If you have trouble accessing this meeting remotely, call 520-432-9200 for direction. The board may permit public comment during the discussion of any item on this agenda. To speak on an agenda item, complete and return the speaker request form to the clerk of the board prior to 9 a.m. on the day of the meeting. I have had no such request to speak on agenda item or call to the public. So we'll move on to the consent agenda, which is item number 1.
Madam Chairman, I move we approve consent agenda item number 1.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All those opposed?
Nay.
2-1, it's still approved. So we move on to item number 2. May I have a motion, please?
Madam Chair, I move we approve contract 24-18-BOS-01 with Chin Planning for planning services related to the jail district's portion of the Cochise County Justice Center as outlined in Exhibit A in the amount of $310,776.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second, and I believe that we have explanations as to where we are in this process. So go ahead.
Madam Chair, members of the board, my name is Phil Bordon, Project Manager. Cochise County released a request for qualifications for planning services and through this process selected Chin Planning for the planning services on your jail. In general, the contract will provide a comprehensive assessment of your county's criminal justice system, inmate population forecast to determine capacity requirements for a new jail, operational concepts for a new jail, including staffing and space requirements for your Superior Court, Justice Courts, and Sheriff Administration, and at the end, of course, cost estimates for operations, site development, and construction of your new jail. The total contract amount for the overall study, again, this is a 9-month study, is $399,092. Today, you're, as the Jail District Board of Directors, asked to approve a portion of that contract in the amount of $310,776 because that portion is what the jail is funding as part of the study. Later on in your regular board meeting, there is a duplicate agenda item to fund the general fund portion of the study. So I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Well, just to make it clear, the jail district, which we're sitting as the jail district board right now, is only funding the portion for the jail. And even though this, I guess this contract provides for us to do something and look at the other portion of the justice system, it isn't within this contract. We'll do that later.
It's not within the approval of the payment today. And in effect, you're allocating what is appropriate for jail district funding to be approved for that portion of the study. And then, as you mentioned, Madam Chairman, there's a portion of the study that does relate to courts, and that is a general fund function. So that is being asked to be funded through the general fund.
And as you stated, this is a 9-month.
Correct. It is a 9-month study that will conclude after 9 months, provide you information and prepare you for the design and construction in the new facility.
Questions, comments?
Yeah.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm just looking at the ballot language for the jail district, which read like this. A yes vote shall have the effect of authorizing the Cochise County Jail District to levy an excise sales tax not
Excuse
to
me, Madam
exceed
Chair.
0.5% or 1
Madam Chair.
half cent.
I believe the Supervisor Crosby's comments about the ballot language are outside the scope of the agenda item today. And
Is there any way you can link it?
Open meeting law
Otherwise,
violation.
we'll ask you not to bring up the ballot language.
Well, actually, I'm not going to let you do that.
But,
I'm not going to let you stop my freedom of speech.
well, I can do that, you know, so, yes, I can.
I will continue. This is
Will it
what,
be about the contract?
yeah, this is what it says. ARS 38-431-02H. Agendas required under this section shall list the specific matters to be discussed, considered or decided at the meeting. The public body may discuss, consider, or make decision only on matters listed on the agenda and other matters related thereto. I find that the ballot language and the election is related to the cost of this contract.
It's not what you find, it's what the legal system finds or that
Well,
I find
where does it say
at the contract.
Well, where does it say that in the,
Do you have anything to say about the contract?
I'm continuing about the ballot language, which did not mention a justice center. It said jail and it did not say justice center. Therefore, I don't think the people were properly notified when they voted on the jail tax issue. It says county jail facilities and a county jail system does not say jail or does not say justice center, Madam Chair. And it is up to me to decide what is other matters related thereto, and it doesn't say anywhere that is other than that rule in this section.
Madam Chair, I'm going to reiterate that Supervisor Crosby's comments that deal with the ballot language are outside the scope of the agenda item as noticed and is leading into the area of open meeting law violations.
So you've been noticed that it will be an open meeting law violation if you continue to discuss anything except the contract.
Other matters related thereto.
And I'm saying that is not other matters. So do you want to discuss
No,
the
I've
contract? or
concluded. I've concluded my comments.
not? Okay. Ms. Judd, you have any comments, questions?
I don't have anything. I think it's pretty clear what's happening. That happens with all of our big projects. We go out to bid and find someone who can give us the planning that we need to start planning. And so I understand that is where we are. And after you do the whole scope and research and figure out what we exactly need, then we can proceed. Until then, it wouldn't be wise as a government body to do anything else. So thank you for being that person. I need you.
I noticed that Karen Chen was mentioned here. Did we expect to hear something from her or not?
Karen Chen, Chairman, Madam Chair, members of the board, Karen Chen is on Teams just in case, but I'm going to handle the presentation. If there's questions I couldn't handle, we could bring her in. But quite honestly, me and her have talked about the scope for many months. And the only thing I would add is this is one of the best steps to take prior to construction of a detention facility, because you want to make sure you're building what you need and not more than that. So you're taking a very good first step in your project.
And we thank you for your advice in the steps that we need to take, because that's why I say, that's why we ask you to help us out with this. So thank you. If there are no other questions or comments, I have a motion and a second. I'm going to call for the vote. If you have any comments before? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All those opposed?
Nay.
So we have 2-1. It is still approved and we move forward. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Bill. Okay. This meeting is concluded for the jail district, and right now we move to the regular Board of Supervisors meeting.